Well, hello, thank you for joining me today again on the Church History Trail, and we're continuing here in the city of Drogheda. And where we are now is we're at the other St Peter's Church. In the last video we were at the St Peter's Church, which was a Roman Catholic church, but this one is St Peter's Church of Ireland, and as you see it says there 1734. So we're going to go in and have a wee look. You can see the impressive gates there. And this is the impressive church as well. So quite a substantial building here as well. And of course, St Peter's Church was also affected by Cromwell's siege of Drogheda, and it suffered damage in that conflict. During Cromwell's siege of Drogheda, the parliamentary forces actually burnt the steeple of the church, in which about 100 people had taken refuge, and also 5 bells were damaged inside the church, or even destroyed as well. So quite an impressive building, isn't it? And in 1747, the church still being in a largely ruinous condition, it was decided to completely clear the site and to build this new one. And so the new building was completed in 1753. So quite amazing, isn't it? And there's some old graves here. And one of the old graves that I found is this one here, just sitting at the side of the church. And as you can see, it's Andrew, and I can't make the surname out, it's like JVN, who deceased the 22nd day of January. You can see January there spelt with an E, but notice what it says, 1695. 1695. So to put that in perspective, that was 5 years after the Battle of the Boyne. So that's how long that grave is there. So quite amazing. And this is the side of the church then, and you can see the graveyard. And so there's a couple of other memorials that I'm going to show you, and then I'll wrap the wee video up and I'll maybe see if I can find some more. My battery's very low, so if it cuts out before I get this finished, I apologise. Hopefully it will last. That's a substantial window there. So I think you'll find these next set of memorials very interesting. I know I certainly do. And these are them here. Very interesting, aren't they? You can see they're on the side of the wall there. It's a bit like the Ark of the Covenant, you would think. Or else the mercy seat. But it's these two here. My goodness, look at these. Now, there's a bit of doubt whether this is the original or whether these replaced the original. But whether they're original or not, they certainly give you the effect, that's for sure. These stones are of Sir Edmund Golding. So these are two of the Goldings, and the reason why they're so graphic here is because of the mortality rate with disease. Disease was rampant, of course, back then. And so what they done was they tried to show basically the cause that humanity was suffering through disease and that life was very short. And so that's why they're so graphic. It's to remind you of the diseases of the day and what they caused. So there you go, that's that one anyway. And again, there's another one of what looks like the Ark of the Covenant. But it's actually holding it's like two angels holding a shield, that one. So I'm not sure what they represent. And there's more there. But I don't think I've ever quite seen a memorial like that before. They certainly could do with a bit of food to fatten them up, there's no doubt about that. So where I'm going to take you now is I'm going to show you a soldier's grave. And I think you will like this one as well. And then we're going to finish off with what I assume is the manse, the church manse, although I don't think it's in use today, although it could well be. So you can see modern graves as well as old graves. I mean, I showed you a grave there from the 17th century, and yet you have modern graves here as well. There's one there from 2004, in loving memory of Ronald Ronnie Johnson, Stony Lane, Green Hills, Phyllis, and he died the 14th of March 2004, aged 73 years. And then his beloved wife, Muriel, died 21st of December 2008, aged 77 years. Also, their loving son, Andy, died 5th of May 2011, aged 56 years. And so there's a modern grave. And on the other side of the church, you have a grave from the 17th century. So quite amazing, isn't it? So it's this grave here that I want to show you. And as you can see, it's a bit unique, because it's got the skull and the crossbones, and also a few flags. And it says 17, then it says Our Glory. And it's the 25th of October 1854, Ballyclava. Sacred to the memory of John Dugan, I think's how you pronounce that, who died in Drogheda, March 22nd, 1881, aged 67 years. Late private, 17th Lancers, and sexton of St. Peter's Church. He fought in the Battle of Alma, Inkerman, Sevastopol, and Ballyclava. So he's seen a bit of action. Not only physical action, but also spiritual action, because of course he was a sexton. And it says, if I can make it out here, I know whom I have believed, and that's 2 Timothy, and it's, have fought a good fight, have finished my course, I have kept the faith. And again, 2 Timothy chapter 4 verse 7. So that's pretty unique, isn't it? You don't normally see an army's headstone like that. So that's a couple of unique gravestones or memorials that I've showed you in this churchyard. And of course, as I say, this churchyard has a big connection with the Cromwellian period and Oliver Cromwell. And so this is the manse here, I would assume. And I don't think there's anybody living in it. There could well be, but I don't see any sign of life. So I'm assuming there's not. I like those window frames. Fantastic, aren't they? And also above the door. Very artistic. Very decorative. Look at the curtains at the top. They look really old, don't they? like something you'd see at Castle Ward or somewhere like that. This house looks like something out of the 19th century, there's no doubt about it. It's fantastic. I love it. I really do like it. Fantastic. So there you are. So I'll give you another review of the church and then we'll wrap this wee video up. Again, if you enjoy the channel, please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and also feel free to share the videos. So there you go. That's St Peter's Church of Ireland here at Drogheda. God bless.